there at the corner of Wager and Center Ridge.
So what we were talking about off camera was just some of the places we've asked everybody where they hung out and things, and different time frames. Tom was talking about the fact that when his brother went off to the war, you had access to his car then,
Right.
but you also had your ice truck,
Right.
so you could get around.
Yeah.
So when we're talking about hangouts, you hung out at Jackson's, which I never knew was the
That's before Beardons.
It was Beardons before Beardons.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was a good little drive back in that
Yeah.
day to go. If that's the place you had to go to get a hamburger and a milkshake,
Well, we could go down to Serbs, but we like Beardons better.
Jackson's.
Jackson's better.
Was it just basically the same even after when it went from Jackson's to Beardons?
Well, sometimes we go to the movie.
Yeah.
Beach Cliff was right around the corner.
Yep.
Right.
And that theater was still there when I was a kid. I remember I saw
Uh-huh.
Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid when it came out there, right there in Rocky River at
Right.
which is the little mall today.
Yeah, right.
And you guys hung out at the Rustic.
Rustic, and we sat in the front window, and we would watch the movies at the outdoor theater.
There was a drive-in theater up by
Drive-in
Westgate
theater
Mall.
at the corner of Center Ridge and Wager.
Wow, where that big building is or
Yeah.
whatever that's there. And so you guys would not sneak in, but you'd go in and get a burger at the Rustic, and that was your movie ticket too, huh?
Yeah,
Oh, that's too funny. With no sound though.
no sound.
So you had to figure out what was going on. Now, was the mall there at the time? Or
No, nothing was there.
Nothing was.
Oh, okay.
There was a driving range just down the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at one point.
Interesting.
So
Do you remember Eddie's Chalet West? I think it was in North Ridgeville on Center Ridge Road or whatever. That was a restaurant.
I
So
remember hearing about it. I don't.
how about the Peach Tree?
Yeah.
You remember the Peach Tree? Used to be.
Yeah, I remember the Beach Tree later on, but
Yeah,
when I was
not
a-
when you were in high school, but
No.
those were some of the
You
earlier
know where
restaurants.
the Ironwood and the what's next door to the Ironwood?
Oh yeah, the Moosehead.
They used to be the North Dover hardware store.
Yeah, with those wooden floors
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
And that's where they started the Bay Men's Club.
Really?
Yeah, the Bay Men's Club it's the oldest organization in the
In the
city.
city.
Yeah, I knew it was. But so they went there because they could drink beer over there
Yeah,
across the
Right,
tracks, right? Oh, that's funny. I have heard stories about how heavily that American Legion Hall by
Oh God.
by
We got caught in there. We had striptease gal come in.
I heard that from somebody else that said, yeah,
and
you
the
guys,
police came and raided,
yeah.
and I was able to get out a window and get down into the valley.
And you were professional then. You were teaching by then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the men's club. So.
Yeah, and there were a lot of guys there.
Yeah.
Our coaches. I've heard our
Yeah,
coaches
yeah,
were there.
There were a lot of guys there.
Yeah, but striptease back then was different too. It was
Yeah.
different than people would see today. But yeah, you guys said I even know her name because I've heard from people.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so all the dirty the deeds, the drinking and the card playing happened across the tracks.
Yeah.
Because you couldn't do it in Bay Village.
Tom, do you remember the secluded winery?
Yeah.
Yeah. There
That was on Cahoon.
on Cahoon, across the tracks, there was a winery, sit way back, maybe 100 yards.
Yeah.
And the police used to hang out there, and I would go in there and they'd have a drink and they wouldn't care.
Really?
Yeah,
Even if you're underage.
even if you're underage.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was the police hangout, the secluded winery
And that was where?
In Westlake.
in Westlake, just across the tracks, in about 100 yards back in the
It was
woods.
on the west side of the street.
Back in the woods. That's funny. All right, we're gonna pick up in a second here.